But the real key to Leo's success, and perhaps the only reason we in the West have heard about him, is that he chose to submit to the ultimate act of assimilation. The scholarly Muslim became a Christian. Here in 1520, Al-Hassan ibn Muhammad al-Wazzan was baptized into the Christian faith by the hand of none other than Pope Leo X himself. The Christian name he was given was Johannes Leo de Medicis, named after the Pope.
Clearly, Leo Africanus' conversion is going to facilitate his life in Rome. It's going to make his life easier. He would exist only because he was able to curry favor with Leo X. I mean, he would have been seen as a protected member of the court, and for that reason would have been left alone.
Whatever the Pope's intention, Leo now sets about writing his great book, The Description of Africa. It was the distillation of more than a dozen years of travel.
And so, having gotten a fit opportunity, I decided to commit my travels and notes into this volume.
They say that the Pope was interested in description of Africa because he was launching a crusade, and so he was interested in Africa for tactical reasons, but I don't think it's only that. There was a scholarly community very eager to learn about the Muslim world. So that he was a teacher of Arabic for many scholars in Rome while he was there. He translated into Arabic some Christian books, the St. Paul's letters. And also he wrote vocabulary in different languages, Spanish, Latin, Italian, and
Hebrew.
Arabic.
And Hebrew as well, medical dictionary, I think, yeah.
It's quite impossible to realize how incredibly explosive the information he had was. The Arab world at the time was making use of knowledge from all across the Islamic world. It was just raging in terms of knowledge, in terms of education, wisdom. This was cutting-edge information. I mean, they had printing techniques at a time when in Europe there was none of that. He was a guy who was in the right place at the right time with pivotal information.
During the 9 years he spent in Europe, Leo was caught between East and West, between Arabic learning and the European Renaissance. It was a delicate act to maintain.
Knowing what Muslims are like, I'm sure he stayed a Muslim in his heart. But he told everyone, yeah, I've converted. And later he made it known, no, I was never a Christian, or I've reconverted back to Islam.
He was such a wise person. He knew that the way of life is to continue living, surviving. He can change his jacket and work for one and another, which was also, I would say, quite usual that period.
I think he used the Islamic solution for conversion, which is taqiyya, which means pretending to be a Christian like others. What Europeans said about his conversion to Christianity is based on the good relationship with the Pope. But why would he sign his books with Leo Africanus, formerly known as Al-Hassan ibn Muhammad al-Wazzan? Why stick with this? I think he was sticking to Islam. Why does he always link himself to the country he came from originally? Whenever he mentions Muslims, he says we, linking himself to us.
The author admits to some shame and confusion in disclosing the vices and failings of Africa, having been nourished and raised there, and known as a man of purity. But it is necessary for whoever wants to write to tell things as they are.
Europeans delighted in Leo's descriptions and the inside information his book gave them on Africa. But how is he remembered there?
Aujourd'hui, on peut dire que Léon l'Africain.
Today, Leo is not as well known as René Caillé, Heinrich Barth, or Gordon Laing, or other explorers. He is only known amongst researchers. Do they think he's a traitor? No, the opposite. All intellectuals who know about Leo the African think proudly of him, especially the Andalusian community here. They consider him as one of them.
In 1527, after nearly 9 years in Italy, Leo abruptly leaves Christianity behind and simply vanishes. The only clue to his plans, a fragment from his notes.
After returning to my own country, I plan, with God's assistance, to describe the regions of Europe.
And with that, he disappears from history. All we know for sure is that he left Italy right before the sack of Rome, heading to Tunisia, never to be seen again.
These are the things memorable and worthy of knowledge, seen and observed by me throughout all Africa, written at Rome in the year of Christ 1526. Here ends the description of Africa, written by John Leo, born in Granada and raised in Africa.